Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are, wherever you're watching. Hello, welcome to Magic Monday Live with me, Michael Heppel. 50-50 chance always. Michael Heppel, there we go. So it's great to be here. I have a very exciting thing to chat with you about today. I'm going to be talking about choices and the choices that we have, the choices that we make, and why do we do that. But first of all, I'm going to choose to have a little sip of this amazing cup of coffee. My wonderful wife made me this brilliant cup of coffee just before we're about to start, and I was like, if I leave it, it's going to get cold. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to choose to maybe have the odd sip as we go along. So hello, let me know where you're watching from. It's always nice in the comments, and we'll get cracking in about 20 seconds. Yay, there we go. So already some people are here, which is brilliant. Look at this. I love it when people are first in. There's Stephanie here, and then straight after that, Kellen from Hodgdon in Georgia. And then on the other side of the world, Matt in the land of smiles, Thailand. We truly are international. I'm going to go through more of those a little bit later on. But first of all, could I just tell you a little story about what happened yesterday? So it was our granddaughter's christening. Ella was christened yesterday, and it was quite an event. I have to tell you, there were 2 other children being christened at the same time. There's all these kind of post-COVID christenings happening at the moment, and they're trying to pack them in. So there was 3 lots of families and 3 lots of godparents, 3 lots of friends, and 3 kids and all that sort of stuff. And the one thing they all had in common was they were all big. And Ella is 2 years and 3 months now. Wow, 2 years and 3 months. And she's really got her own mind. Yeah, if people know about 2-year-olds, they start to get their own mind. And Ella really does have her own mind. And yesterday, she decided that she did not want to be christened. So I'm a Methodist, and in the Methodist church, it's really simple. They just literally go, boom, splash, splash, bit of water on the forehead, and you're done. Ella was being christened in a Catholic church, and that means there was a lot more, let's put it this way, ceremony. There was a lot more of oil on, water poured 3 times, another thing put on. I mean, there was a lot of stuff went on. Wrap up in a white shawl. I mean, there was the whole thing. The guy who was doing it, he was good. Give him his dues. He had a bit of a challenge, especially with Ella, who once she realized what was going on, immediately just went and would not move her hand at all, and buried herself into her mum like this, and she just was not going to be. I don't blame her. She wasn't going to be. I nearly said something there. I was going to say she wasn't going to be christened by this particular. Anyway, he wasn't going to get there to do the thing and to do all the stuff. And this went on and on and on for a while. And people were laughing at first, and then you could see some other people just getting a little bit annoyed. And then Ella was kept saying, "No, no, no," and all that type of stuff. And then afterwards, somebody said to me, which I thought was just a brilliant thing. They said, "You know what? It's better to get them done early than they have no choice." Get them done early, then they have no choice. Isn't that interesting? So I started to think about choice, and I've been thinking about choice for the last, 24 hours, really, up until today. I thought, isn't it funny that we do think that we have choice, but actually there's a lot of things that dictate whether we have choice or not. So the question today is, do we really have choice? So at the end of the day, Ella didn't really have much choice. They did all sorts of funny things. Eventually, he used stealth. He literally would sneak up behind her and do each little bit at a time, and was quite proud of himself because he'd snuck up behind her and managed to do these various bits. And my mum actually said at one point, this is enough to put somebody off the Catholic Church for life. And I thought, good, which was a little bit naughty. But anyway, I never talk about religion and politics on these, Michael. Never do that. It's not about the religion. It was about the thing. It was about the process. So here's 6 things that I think affect choice. And I would love to know what you think. I would love to know your thoughts on this as well. So, number one, we do what is expected first. So, our choice is limited or enhanced. You could look at it like that by doing what's expected. So, if we're expected to do something, we will choose to do that as opposed to something which is unexpected or that people would not expect you to do. So, I think that's number one. That's such a strong driver. Second thing with choice is values. But there's a funny thing when we end up with conflicting values when it comes to making choices. So, for example, if one of your values is about being reliable, but you also want to have a value of being chilled, there's a conflict in values when it comes to making certain decisions and making certain choices. So, for example, you may think, oh, I just want to chill today. I just want to be chill. I need to. My own mental health and for my own well-being, I just need to chill. But then somebody expects you to be somewhere for a certain time. And so now you're having to make that choice. Do I get myself all stressed out about getting there on time? Or do I chill a little bit and turn up half an hour late? Difficult choice, that one. The next is keeping faith, and also with that ego. So there's maybe two ends to this one. So keeping faith is this end over here where you kind of almost have to do the what's expected, the keeping faith side of things, but also the other side is the ego element, which is driving you to do stuff. So not letting people down over here, not letting go might be over here. And that's a really interesting one because that, especially with blokes, there's something about ego and blokes that is very interesting and how we deal with our egos. A lot of women can have egos as well. Everybody has an ego. You need an ego to survive. But it's how you use that ego, I think, is the key. The next one is past experience. So obviously we are going to reference what we know and we make choices with that. So I would not choose to do certain things as past experience says that actually means I will be hurt or I might be upset or I wouldn't like the taste of it or various things. But I wonder how much we might limit ourselves through that as well. So there must be times when I haven't tried a particular food or something because I thought, oh, I'm going to choose not to because I mightn't like it, when actually maybe I would. I wonder what else I've chosen not to do or chosen to do, regretted, chosen not to, and then still regretted. You might as well choose two. Thinking about that. Yeah, just choose to do it. Do it anyway. Absolutely. The next one is identity, your identity. We make lots of choices because of our identity. So I choose to broadcast stuff like this because I have a certain identity, and my identity is as a presenter and a speaker. And so I'm always choosing to put myself forward and do this type of thing. A lot of people would choose not to. A lot of people would choose not to do live videos, not to write books, not to stand on a stage in front of people because it doesn't fit with their identity. But there are other things that their identity would fit with where they do choose to do stuff. So that if their identity is about having a beautiful garden, then they choose to go out in the miserable rain and chop things and prune things and cut stuff back and pull out weeds and all that type of thing. So I think our identity really does form a lot of our choice making. And then the last one is the information that we have to hand. So information is power. Information is knowledge. One of the people in our Write That Book masterclass wrote a brilliant book called You Only Die Thrice. And so you only live thrice. I always say die. He didn't die. He lived. You Only Live Thrice by Carl Perry. And in there, he talks about the moment when he was in hospital and he was about to have major surgery on his heart. And he was giving conflicting information from the anaesthetist and the surgeon. And he was like, oh, what am I going to do? And they said, oh, you can choose which route you want to go down. Can you imagine that? In the end, well, I'm going to tell you what happened in the end. Read the book. It's very good. But in the end, he was all right. But he said being put in that position where he was asked to choose about something like that, wow, you don't have enough information. He hasn't been to surgery school for 7 years and all that type of stuff. So we need information. We need information to make choices. But Thing is, where do you get that information from? Getting reliable information these days is very, very difficult. If you have a look at what's happening in different parts of the world right now, and the information that people are being given that they're making choices with, I mean, it's just it's extraordinary. I saw a meme the other day, and it said that isn't the world amazing? It's 9 a.m. in Australia. It's 7 p.m. in the UK. It's 3 p.m. somewhere else, and it's 1941 in America. Yeah. So apologies to our American friends, but the rest of the world thinks you've gone even more bonkers. We love you. We really, really do. And we love the members. But just as a whole, what people are saying at the moment, don't talk about politics and religion. I've done them both. Do not do that, Michael. Do not do that. And then there's maybe a seventh one, which is the confidence to choose. And this isn't something that kind of, confidence isn't something you have. Confidence is something that you do. I talk about that a lot. Richard Nugent taught me that. And it's such a brilliant, brilliant thing. Because when you have the confidence to do something and you do it for the right reasons and you do it for yourself and it's based on values, strong values, it actually can be quite difficult to make the wrong choice. So I'm asking you today, what is it that drives your choices? How do you make choices? Pop something in the comments, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching on repeat, pop it in the comments. Should we see who's here? Great. So we've had Stephanie and Callan and Matthew, and here's Angie from Witham. I can say it, Witham. There's Casey. Good morning from a sunny, then drizzly, then sunny Chinner, Oxfordshire. It's exactly the same here. Funny day, isn't it? Hi, Mike. I hope the Christmas was fab yesterday. It was. It was I from Whitley Bay. I know who this is. Jen, if this is you, I will have a chat with you this afternoon. Let's talk then. Watching from a sunny Cornwall. Samantha, hello. How lovely to see you. And morning everywhere. Wanging it down in Doncaster. I've never heard that expression. Wanging it down. Brilliant. Here's Sarah McGough. Howdy from Hope. Super duper co-host for Write That Book Accelerator Weekend. Whoop. So this last weekend, we had a Write That Book Accelerator Weekend where people just work all weekend on their books. And then we do 6 live sessions and we do training and Q&As and all that type of stuff during those sessions. It's a brilliant, brilliant weekend. If you ever get a chance to do one, you should. No matter what project you're working on. Doesn't matter if you're not writing a book. Use an accelerator weekend to accelerate a project. It's superb. Ask me about them. I'll tell you. And I was unable to make the middle one yesterday because I had the christening. So Sarah volunteered with her arm up her back. I volunteered her to do a session. And it was brilliant. Everybody loved it. And here's Steve Kelly. Hello, Steve. How lovely to see you. And hi from sunny Kent. Hello. And who's this? Oh, 2K John from Uganda. Hello. How nice to see you. Welcome. Nikki Birds here from Northamptonshire. And best wishes from Dubai. Hello, Doobs. Good to see you, Doobs, in the house. Hi, Mike, from a rainy Skipton. Dubai to Skipton in one click. And there a rainy soft. Is it raining everywhere today? There's David in, sorry, that was Fiona, I should have said. And that was Lorraine, I should have said that. And this is the wonderful David Humphreys in Saltburn. Faffing, yes. John, oh, right. So this is good. John Kingdon has been writing a book for a while, and he is that close to being published. And he got his proof copy today. And I've just been sent the video, and I couldn't watch it before this session today because I knew I'm going to cry when I watch this, John. I'm going to get that converted to a video and get it out soon. I love it when they have spirit. Absolutely, Angie. This little one has got so much spirit. It's unbelievable. Flip it and leave it till. Why not? Yes. Hello from Enfield. Not sure if my StreamYard will be up to date. So it's Nick Finney here. Well, Nick, it's not, but I'm pleased you've introduced yourself. How lovely to see you today. Nick, can I just say, I repeated your story the other day about thinking the phone wasn't working, and it was because your son had blocked you. Spending hours on technical support, and then finds out that his son's blocked him. That was so good. Right. Leave it till all, then they can choose. Yeah, well, that's probably the thing now, isn't it? Here's Jackie. Hello, Michael from Sheffield, tuning in. May not, my sound's not very good. Thought you were saying all we need is an eagle. Pretty sure you were saying eagle. You can have an eagle to help with your decision making. Identity, that is a big one. Absolutely. My problem is confidence. I don't like to be seen as I am now by people from my work. That's it. That's really interesting, Jackie. Yes. US gone back to the dark ages. I know what's happening. Hi all. Hello, Noel. Lovely to see you. Casey. Next you can talk about animals and small children. Though you did cover small children in this one. Yes. It's Whittam. Why look, you say Whittam, but then earlier on, Angie, I have to say, you've thrown me with this one. What does that say? From Witham. And then you say, so you did my pronunciation with the gap, and then you tell me that it's from Whittam. I don't know. You should move, Angie, and make this easier for me. Confidence is something I need to find out how to do. Yes. But read Richard Nugent's book on confidence. It's so brilliant. Hello from Strontian. I always just start with a ridiculous over-the-top Scottish accent so that Donald doesn't really hear how badly I'm pronouncing. Strontian. I check out all the facts I possibly can to make an informed decision the best I can. Nice. And then follow your intuition after that. I've learned to follow my instinct mostly. You see, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Instinct, intuition, choices. Yes, it's me. There we go. I have news. Oh, Jen, I will be calling you this afternoon. I can't wait. Good. It was me that used the word wang there. Look at this. Everyone's StreamYards are appearing now. Right. Loved your Peppa Pig photo. So this is interesting. So Ella would not go anywhere near the priest in the church who was doing the christening, but Peppa Pig came to the christening party that we had afterwards. And Peppa Pig, of course, on the telly is that big. Peppa Pig, when they come and visit you at your party, is nearly 6 foot tall. And it's a massive costume. And basically can do this and has an assistant who does the talking on behalf of Peppa. Ella was hugging Peppa Pig and cuddling in and all sorts of stuff with a massive fake pig. What does that tell you? Sarah and Matt were great yesterday. Yes, Matt was helping out as well, which is brilliant. So good. Here's Justina saying, hello, everyone. Beautiful weather down south. I can do that. Matt, John Kingdon's book is so special. Full of inspiration, a remarkable man. I'm going to cry before. Don't make me cry. Look, here's John from Pompey. It's sunny at the moment down there. And then, love the term wanging. Not heard that before. Sorry, just tuned in. No idea what you're talking about. Justina, it's on replay. Watch from the beginning in a moment. Chino is easier to say. Yes, it is. Hello, Angie from the Maldives. You see, I can say that. Yeah, there's an idea, Angie. Hello from Lucca. I can say that one as well. There's Liz. Thank you. Hailsham's in the house. Jackie is one of the best decisions was to join the Write That Book group. I couldn't agree more. If you haven't been to Peppa Pig World yet, you should go. It's so fab. Of course, it's on the list. Definitely. I'm even over the fact that Boris promoted it. Don't talk about politics. Hello from Washington, D.C., USA area. Hello from Washington, D.C. We were just talking about you a minute ago. Not necessarily you, just the whole nation. But you see, I noticed that you said Washington, D.C., East Coast, West Coast. I think it might be the bit in the middle. I've actually been inside the Peppa Pig costume for my niece. She still doesn't know, and she's 8 now. Samantha, that's brilliant. And does my StreamYard work now? I'm sorry, it doesn't. But I've enjoyed talking to you all. I hope that you have an absolutely brilliant, magical, marvelous day. See you in the week. Team 17, Wednesday, 1817. I've got something special for you. Write That Book, Thursday night. The ultimate publishing formula for those who are part of Write That Book. For everybody else, just join in on LinkedIn. Join in on How to Be Brilliant. Answer stuff. Have a fab time. Don't get too wet in all these showers. Bye.